everybody, welcome to the Dex, where we cover trivia and strategy for a different Pokemon each week. I'm Fire Breather Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Hey, did you trim your beard because of this week's Pokemon?
What do you mean?
Well, the Pokedex says that he's got a fire beard, so like...
So I trimmed it?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, why did you trim it?
Because I look fly as hell, that's why. It's Emboar.
Like, what do I even ever see in you?
I mean, I'm super hot.
We don't usually spend a huge amount of time on the species name, but yo, this thing's known as the Mega Fire Pig Pokemon. It's like they went out of their way to be a little more descriptive. Like, what's so unique about Emboar that he gets special treatment, right?
Well, I don't know if it's really related, but Emboar's line is the only one designed by Korean designer and TCG illustrator Lee Hyung-jun. He said in designing it, he wanted Tepig to go from cute enough to eat to Emboar, who might wind up eating you. Pretty weird, but there you go.
He also said that he read somewhere that pigs wallow in mud to regulate their body temperature, which is true. But then he thought it would be funny if they just shot fire out of their nose to do it instead, which definitely is funny, but it's also pretty bad Pokemon science. So, yeah, there you go.
Watercolor Pokemon god Ken Sugimori also added that just like Infernape, Emboar was designed visually in a Chinese style and that his golden swirls are actually reflexive of common designs found on ancient Chinese dynastic poetry.
Yeah, and speaking of China, Emboar also bears a strong resemblance to Zhu Baji, a major character in the classical Chinese novel Journey to the West, who's half man, half pig, and a monster. He's brash and stubborn and lazy, but he's also tolerant, soft-hearted, and optimistic. Perfect for a traveling partner through Unova.
Yeah, and know what else? Infernape's based largely off Sung Wukong, the main character from the same story. Isn't it great when Pokemon designs are so well tied in with each other?
Short answer, yes. Yes, it is very cool that Emboar and Infernape are both inspired by art from ancient China.
I feel like there's a but.
But that doesn't mean that every rumor you hear out on the street about Pokemon in China is gospel.
Oh?
Oh, no. Got your walrus impressions ready? Because it's time for this week's ridiculous segment. It's Mythbusters.
Pokebusters.
Don't sue us, Discovery Channel. We like you. So check it. Everybody's always talking about how Emboar, and for that matter, every other fire starter ever correspond to the Chinese Zodiac. Not true. Yes, it's a popular rumor, and yes, it would be kind of cool, but we can categorically prove it's not a thing. But first, the devil's advocate.
Hey. So, way I see it, the fire starters are based off the Chinese Zodiac. Charmander's line is dragon, Cyndaquil is the rat, Torchic matches with rooster, Chimchar's the monkeys, Tepig's obviously a pig, and Fennekin equals dogs.
Except no, the Cyndaquil line is actually based on badgers, not rats, and Fennekin is clearly specifically foxes, not dogs. And before you try it, saying close enough doesn't cut it, Buster. Foxes and dogs are entirely different genuses. Also, the animals in the Chinese Zodiac are pretty popular animals around the world. Correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation. It's like a logical fallacy that we all need to know.
But the fire starters are also clearly designed with colors and patterns representative of Chinese culture. That can't be a coincidence.
Okay guys, fire is red, orange, and yellow. Sure, red's an important color for China, and a lot of these Pokemon have red on them, but it's because of fire, not the Chinese Zodiac. In fact, the only two that are Chinese inspired are Infernape and Emboar, and that's Journey to the West and not the Zodiac at all.
Okay, but then what is the thing that ties all the fire ones together? Because obviously all the grass starters are reptiles and all the water starters are semi-aquatic. Obviously.
Again, dude, no. Obviously, this part of the rumor was made up before X and Y came out because Chessman pretty definitively throws a wrench in the reptile idea, and rather than the water thing being tied to some arbitrary category that somehow includes turtles, otters, and penguins, it's more likely that it has to do with the fact that in the games, you spend the vast majority of your time on land instead of water, and for a companion that's meant to follow you everywhere, it makes a little more sense to give them all legs, don't you think?
No.
It's okay, Devil. Someone found a correlation between the fire starters that made a little bit of sense, but that doesn't make it fact. Game Freak never said it either, so I don't really think it was ever their intention. It's nothing against you personally, Devil, but you just got busted! Yes! I did it! I busted it! Yes, I busted that devil!
I mean, yes, I guess that's technically true.
Yeah, what's next?
Battle strategy, I guess.
Oh, woohoo! Let's do it! Pokemon!
Until fairly recently, Emboar was kind of a whatever attacker, more for the fans and the serious battlers, but then he got released with his hidden ability Reckless, which boosts attack that caused recoil damage to devastating levels. To get on the firefighting train, start with the Jolly One and super train it in attack and speed.
Reckless boosts recoil attacks, which sap your health, and you can even boost them further with a Life Orb, which saps even more. Burn bright and fast with a Flare Blitz for killing power, and Super Power for a stab move that won't kill you as quickly.
Wild Charge also takes advantage of Reckless and provides some nice type coverage, and while we're doing all we can with Emboar's speed, he's still a 300-pound pig that walks on 2 legs, so try and offset that with Sucker Punch, which also takes care of dangerous psychic types.
And that's it. Of course, that's not the only way to train an Emboar, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Emboar is pretty much fully walled by Mega Altaria, so if that's your zone, maybe go with Head Smash instead of Sucker Punch to offset it. Not the most practical choice, but an effective one for that specific purpose.
The other thing you can do is try a Choice Band instead of a Life Orb. Losing all that life can be pretty dangerous, and sometimes all you need is a super boosted Flare Blitz anyway. Or maybe even a Choice Scarf to beef up that speed. Who knows? The choice is yours. Choice items.
Yeah, man, and that's Emboar. Pretty cool stuff, but don't try and slap a label on him, man. Let him be Chinese on his own terms.
Sure. For more on Pokemon's connection to Journey to the West, click here for the Infernape episode. And if you want to check out another great Firestarter, click here for Charizard.
Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. And if you are subscribed and you want to support us even more, head over to patreon.com for donation incentives and to find out how you can get your names in our credits. I'm Fire Breather Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for a very awesome episode of
The Dex. Battle strategy, I guess.
Oh, woohoo! Let's do it, Pokemon!
A woohoo!
A woohoo!
A woohoo!
Like, woohoo!
Oh my god, like woohoo!
Oh my god, woohoo! Yes!
Yep, just head over to Patreon. No, you know what? That's fine, because you can just put the thing up. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Yes, it's a popular rumor, and yes, it would be kind of cool, but we have categorically... I can't read, I can't see. I'm blind. Now.
Yeah!